Okay, and we are back very much from where we left off. We're about to pick our outfit. So we can have a fine doublet with a pattern on it with golden edges. This thing, which I think is a little too frilly for Geralt, so I'm just going to say no straight away. And this one, which is black and doesn't have the gilding. I think I'm going to take the one with the gilding. And then I suppose we put them on. Oh yes, we get to keep the towel. Awesome. Alright. You know what? Geralt doesn't actually look too bad in there, does he? I think fashion suits him.
Black suits the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended,
Right hand on
flat,
his chest.
head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Left leg back, hands at side now. Left leg forward, right hand on chest. Right leg forward, left hand on chest. Well, it's this one.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Alright, let's follow this guy. The Chamberlain.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch-magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. Imgrimi et art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Bow!
Yeah, I'll bow. The Emperor is not
Your
impressed.
Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Weljen namen, wat gern favort.
I have a feeling Geralt would actually just stand there.
I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
There is no way Cirilla is her daughter. I mean, his daughter.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I'd drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless, if for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
I already hate him so much.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them, and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Do I get a lollipop for bowing?
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
Disgusts.
need not bother. First thing in the morning, and it's past noon. What?
Now, I'm sure I could probably run, but I don't want to
I'm Herivard the Second.
annoy anyone.
Not only am I made to wait here like some supplicant.
Raadsleden echt estun saur aan nee.
Is het één wat kent
Het vriendselijn mag neem spoed en
is maar streken.
It's a pretty good.
Barbarians.
Kindred greinagat en selfit den krafte. Esse plenten eflot makte. En selfit den sikjad. Gasper ken beleden.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Awesome.
That quill sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other.
The Eternal Fire was from Witcher 1.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I agree, Yennefer.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
See, the way Yennefer talks also makes me think that Ciri is not Emir's daughter.
So they're our agents now? My, you've clearly settled in quick.
Geralt, don't twist my words. I know who Emir is. He started this war and its bloodshed. He had my friends killed. But I haven't any other choice. So please, let's not belabor the pros and cons and instead focus on finding Ciri. All right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd trick them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt, before the Wild Hunt does.
So where's Ciri been seen exactly?
In two places, Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
Okay.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece.
Oh, see,
I
she
shall
still
be
loves
waiting.
Them. Although I could understand why she's angry. I think this is... Yeah, I heard about this. So if we're fast enough...
Portals.
Okay, I'm sorry that spoiled the mood, but I had to do it. It's little touches like that from developers that make me really happy. So we've been teleported to a different part of the castle. Normally in a game like that you just wouldn't be able to use the portal, but we were allowed. So this is the guy who's meant to have the information for us, and before I go on that little tirade, for those of you who don't know, Triss Merigold and why Yennefer was upset was because in the first two games, Geralt doesn't have his memory. In the second game he starts getting bits of it back, but for all of the first one, or most of the first one, he doesn't know much about his past whatsoever, other than he's a witcher called Geralt. And he ends up in a relationship with another sorceress called Triss Merigold in the course of all that. So, that's why Yennefer's a bit grumpy. But he does have a fairly good excuse. He did actually lose his entire memory. So we're going to talk to this guy, though.
Ambassador Varatra? Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
Ooh, fancy. So, what's happening in Velen since that's where we're going?
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
Mm-hmm. So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is. and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well.
Not a nice guy, then.
Avoid him.
And then we'll be going to Novigrad.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
Okay, and then finally we go and catch up with Yennefer at Skellige.
What's new in Skellige?
Skellige.
The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
And the war in general.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwen, his ally.
Weird.
Took the Kedweni completely by surprise. King Henselt fought on the front line as always, and that is where he died. His soldiers lost the will to fight. They joined Radovid's ranks. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Wow. It's also
Thanks
something that I'm worrying
Think
about
nothing
is
of
the
it.
free Pontar
May the
Valley.
great sun light your path.
If any of you know about Witcher 2, you'll know what I mean. we're gonna move on. And no, I'm not gonna loot the place. That seems highly dangerous.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Clean them.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Cool.
So, we will cross the Pontar as well.
I'm gonna run. Oh, we have a quest here. Maybe we won't run. Gwent! Okay, let's play some Gwent for the rest of the episode. Betting. Yeah, I'll bet 5.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
So I choose my... This is where I choose my hero? What? Or is this literally my only cards? No, that's my card collection. I do not understand. Let's just start the game. Not enough unit cards. Now we do. Alright, well... I can't even remember now. Frost is... Impenetrable Fog. Frost is the front line, Impenetrable Fog is the archer line. So... I want as many unit cards as I can for now until I learn the game a little better. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, well, whatever. So what's this guy? He has an eye, which I don't know what that does. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to throw out... Oh! He's in my front line. What? Alright, then I'm going to pass. Because he's given me a guy. Cool, so now those two cards are knocked out forever. So let's just go ham on this round. Apparently he's going ham as well. We need to beat power 15. So let's use a siege weapon. There is no way I can beat this guy. Like, actually no way. I can just keep adding people, but... cards like those, there's nothing I can do. Well, I beat him slightly. Other rounds, faction ability triggered. Your turn. Sweet. What is this? Clear weather. And Biting Frost. Yeah, see, now I've just screwed myself. I can do clear weather though. Mostly I need a bigger deck. Oh, well, you can't have a bigger deck because you've always got the same size deck as your opponent, I think. But he's won, unfortunately. Quite badly. I want this guy's cards, they seem insane. Oh well. Let's not try fighting him then. Time to find out where we end up. So we can go there. We can go to White Orchard, but we should be going to Velen. So let's go to Velen and go to the Hangman's Tree.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Horrible. Alright guys, it's a tiny bit earlier than usual, but we're going to pack it in here, and I will see you next episode, in which we'll take a look around Velen. See what's happening. We might actually go back to White Orchard, depending on how things go, and do some muck around some more in there. But depending on what we find here, we'll see what happens. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!